guys, it's Breathrock here with another build video. This time it's for VALKYR. I really don't know which VALKYR I should review, my regular one or my Prime one. Although it's more reasonable that I'd review my Prime VALKYR since her build is much more recent and the Forma investment suits the newer VALKYR, whereas the previous VALKYR, unfortunately, has a different build, which I can't really figure out how to make more recent without her dying really fast. So I'll use this VALKYR, I guess. And don't worry, I'll have a huge rant on how I very disliked what they did with VALKYR very soon. Alright, so 3 formas, 1 to the aura and 1 to the steel fiber or the polarity, and 1 for this this polarity, Narman. I really think that natural talent is a real lifesaver, so I just added it there. I threw away Prime Flow since apparently VALKYR was in dire need of extra power, so they added 75 more power into her power cap, which really sucks in my opinion, since VALKYR doesn't really need the extra power. They could invested it into some other upgrade, such as more health or more sprint speed. Oh well. Okay, so before I go into the build itself, I'll show you her abilities first. Ripline. Oh, so without mods, since they're so red in here. Ripline, it's her first ability. It's a casting ability. She shoots out a Spider-Man web thingy, a hook, a scorpion hook. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Nah. It has a combo window, just like Rhino's, Atlas, I don't know who else is first. It does a moderate amount of damage, 600. It can kill rank 1 enemy. Or you could just use it to go faster from a location to a location. That also works. It has a power range set by your power strength range. By your power range, I mean, not power strength. The power strength affects the damage. The combo window is affected by duration. Okay, so Warcry, what it does is it's increases the armor of nearby allies and of your own. It adds it affected by duration. It gives you a really high attack speed for this duration. It has a set power range, which is affected by power range again. It decreases the speed of enemies nearby and increases the speed of your own. Yeah, this is attack speed. Paralysis, it's her stun ability. This is what opens up enemies for finisher damage, and I really think it's great for VALKYR to have it, since you could just open up a heavy bomb bud for finisher attack and boom, that's it, he's done, no matter what level. Yeah, it's also not very high. It doesn't cost a lot of energy to cast. See, base 5 with blind rage 8. It's a great ability. I love this ability. I love all of her kits. It works really well. Knockback strength. See, what it's supposed to do is just knock back enemies, but if you do it on low level enemies, it'll just instantly kill them. Sometimes it could kill Ospreys, shield Ospreys. And it's also affected by power range. I guess you could build for a range VALKYR build. Don't really know why, but yeah. Another thing, the reason makes her own shields to do so. Yeah, she already has 150 shields, so they decided to use what little amount of shields she has to use this ability, which I'm grateful for, because then I don't have to deal with enemies hitting me more and more on the shields before they get into my health and get my rage on, and I activate hysteria and I tear them apart. Speaking of hysteria, this is her next ability. It costs 39 energy to cast right now, so it's not really a build for the hysteria, as you can see. It's more built for the war cry. You can do this amount of damage, but it's also affected by your melee weapon. It's really good. Energy per second, yep. It's also multiplied by 100% after a few seconds because of the nerf. God damn it! I really hate this nerf. Power range, I don't even know why power range. Lifesteal is the amount of health you can take from enemies. Since this ability has an innate lifesteal, this is the only reason I don't use lifesteal on VALKYR. Okay, let's take this thing off. Okay, so onto the melee weapon. Melee weapons. She really excels at using heavy weapons because of the attack speed buff she has. So let's take a look at the mod set. Her hysteria is not affected by range. Strict reach mods. It's not affected by these. It is affected by the elements in your weapon. It's affected by the attack speed. It's I guess it's also affected by the actually it's not affected by status much. I mean, it does yield out some status damage, but it's not really affected by this. It does her 4 does primarily slash damage, so it doesn't really matter what weapon you take with you if you activated the hysteria. But since it's the what it's called, the war cry build. Yeah, I still don't like this war cry build. I miss the hysteria build. R.I.P. So let's show you the build. Okay, this time we'll go against, you guessed it, oh, also I forgot to show you the mods themselves. But first, what the hell? War cry, stun them, and yeah, since it's a really heavy weapon, you can see the amount of damage it does. I guess that's a way to use VALKYR, although Vault does the same. Oh, and activating, since they are high level enemies, they have a lot of armor, a lot of strength, all that. The Eternal War mod is barely working, since the enemy barely die. But I get about 4 extra seconds or 2 from every enemy I kill, which works well. I love the fact that VALKYR is the only warframe that has a voice. It's very soothing, and yeah, she was disintegrated, but as you can see, an enemy was about to die from the status proc. Well, not status, but the slash status. Okay, so the build. Corrosive projection, it's really helpful, more than the steel charge. Power drift, 15% power strength and 30% chance to resist knockdown, which is great. Blind rage, 99 power strength. Who wouldn't want that? Eternal War, duration is increased by 2 seconds for each melee kill. It's only melee kills, so don't try to do any other types of kills and expect a different result. It doesn't really matter who makes the kill, you or your allies. So yeah, it's very good. Primed continuity for the base duration. So you'll have like 21 seconds and then it'll be capped at about 46, I guess. The max duration is also affected by your power duration. So let's say if she had 100% duration, it'll be capped at about 30 seconds. If you have 200 duration, it'll be capped at like 60 or 70 duration. Seconds. Steel fiber, because VALKYR needs the armor so she won't die. Vitality, base survivability, armored agility, the extra sprint speed and the armor. I really love sprint speed with VALKYR, which is why I used to have rush in here instead of the power drift, but that's for my other build right here. Natural talent for the faster casting speed and rage, because VALKYR is all about the rage. Okay, so VALKYR Prime, you saw how that works. Usually I really enjoy using the Nakana against Grenier or against infested Orthos, even though it does little damage. It has a really sick attack speed. It has mainly slash damage. So why not combine the two, attack speed plus slash damage, and you just grind those poor bastards away. Also using the Telos Voltace with VALKYR works really well. I mean, the passive doesn't affect her for her hysteria or something, but it is very effective when you use the Eternal War. And what else? Yeah, I'll show you how it works with an Nakana. Oh wait, no need. I'll show you the second build right now. This is my hysteria build. Still miss it. There are still nights where I wake up and dream about the day where VALKYR will have her glory back. Anyways, you see, it has less strength and more efficiency and duration. I'm not using any of her augment mods, even though I could use where it is Hysterical Assault, which is a fun mod, and it's also an Exodus mod. You just put it in here instead of the power drift, but then I'd lose the extra strength. And wait, I have armored agility. Okay, it's still down. This is okay. Never mind. So Intensify plus Power Drift are my base strength mods. Vitality and Armored Agility are my survivability mods. Prime Continuity and Narrow-Minded are my duration mods. Flow and Rage are my two energy mods. And Fleeting Expertise is my efficiency mod. So let's see how well she works against level 140 Bombats. Although she used to perform much better against these types of enemies. Now I'm just like, fuck. Let's have my attack speed buff a little bit. Oh, also, slide attacks deal much more damage, and if you activate your stun, you just like shred them faster. Or if you do this, boom, knock them down, boom, knock them down, and chop them down. Yep, this is how VALKYR works. As you can see, the energy, the fourth ability is covered by percentage rising up. That's the amount of energy being drained her. God freaking damn it. Now it takes not 2 energy per second, it takes 4. Oh, attack speed. Stun. Yeah. Get down on the floor. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop her again. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah. Slide attacks work much better. As you can see, you can stay in this in the hysteria a very long time before it just kicks you out of it. That's because of the 600 energy she has. So you can still get energy drops from the floor. I mean, it helps, I guess, but only if you actually look for them. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Why aren't you stunned? Okay. It's mostly a one-shot to do so. Yeah. But then it takes out all of the fun from it. You can just do this and chop 2 enemies at once sometimes. That's what I usually do. If they are close to each other, like this. Yeah. One died, the other one is gonna die. Actually I want to show you what happens once this big ass circle runs down. Energy, just waste my energy really quick. Come on. Waste it faster. Now, she's gonna blow up or something. Yep. Thanks, DE. Thank you very much for this pleasant nerf. This is what I meant by the range number 4. Once this grows wide and your 4 runs out, you'll die. And if a nullifier jumps down on you while your 4 is active, you'll die. And if an enemy suddenly decides to pull you out of your 4, which apparently now is a thing, you'll die. God damn it, I miss VALKYR. Well, thank you for watching my build video. In case I didn't say it, VALKYR is my favorite Warframe. She is absolutely my favorite Warframe in the game. It's really a shame to see what they did. Please, please remove this nerf. It's really taking out the fun from using VALKYR. And same goes for many of the different Warframes in the game who've been nerfed, who just been nerfed for no apparent reason. I know I'm speaking on behalf of most of the Warframe community, if not all, except for the damn fanboys. We want the old Warframes back. We want the powerful Warframes who we had fun to play with, not these weird nerfed ones. And I'm speaking about the nerf you did to Trinity, Mag, Excalibur, and those you want to do to Chroma and some other Warframes like you posted on your patch notes not long ago after the Ashe rework. I mean, you could look at Ashe's for rework as a nerf or not. That's totally up to you. I have no problem with that one, but I do agree it is a bit less effective as it used to be.